Hello everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the new AFL Evolution Season Pack for 2018. Today we'll be doing AFL Evolution predicts the 2018 AFL season, or you could say the remainder of the season, since we are already in the 10th round, 7th round, what am I on about? I just said 10 because it said 10-minute quarters. Now, I have tried this with 20-minute quarters, I've tried this with 10-minute quarters. The scores are ridiculous. I think we'll put them at 7.5 regardless of the score. We'll just ignore the scores. We just go with who they think will win and how they think the finals will go down, because the scores are just insane. It said that they scaled it, so if you put the simulated quarter length or the quarter length to 20 minutes, when you simulate the games, it'll be like each quarter is running for 20 minutes. So I thought, okay, I'll put them on 20 minutes, considering that is the amount of time that each quarter is clocked to in an AFL game. Obviously, there's time added on, and obviously the clock stops, but there were scores in the 400s. So something's gone on there. I'll put it 7.5 minutes, and regardless of the score, we'll just move on. So that is a quick clarification on, I don't know, just something I wanted to say. Anyway, so as I said, what we'll be doing, we'll be simulating all the way to we'll go to round 22, and then we'll simulate the last round and see, the ladder and all that, and then we'll head right into the finals. So, we'll head over to round 22, we'll simulate every single game, and, obviously in the 2018 fixture, and as you can see, wildly inconsistent scores, but still more consistent than, the ones before. If you could see in that first round, there was a really high scoring game and a really low scoring game, again in that round as well. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we reach round 22, and we'll see how your team went, see how my team went. We'll see how the AFL goes. So here we are at round 22. We've simulated all games except one. So yeah, let's go ahead and simulate just this one game. And Adelaide beat North Melbourne. Ed Vickers-Willis with 24 touches, and Ben Jacobs kicks 4 goals. Yeah, anyway. So let's just simulate every game. And we'll just see how we go. So the Swans beat the Hawks in an okay scoreline there. Callum Sinclair kicks 3 goals. Next match in round 23, we have St Kilda and North, where St Kilda get over the line at Etihad. Josh Bruce kicks 3 goals. Ooh, I wonder if we'll see that anytime this year. Alright, so I think we'll stop here, and I think we'll look at the ladder now, and we'll be able to see. So Richmond are there at 7th, just looking straight off the bat. The Western Bulldogs, GWS, Freo, Sydney Swans, Port, Gold Coast, Richmond and Adelaide rounding out the top 8. Down the bottom we have Carlton, Hawthorn, Collingwood, Geelong, North, Essendon, Brisbane just going up here, Melbourne, West Coast, and St Kilda. St Kilda in the 9th spot, about the most realistic thing I can see here, other than maybe GWS and Sydney. So maybe even Port as well. So pretty interesting here how they think this season will go. Obviously, I don't know what their engine is like or what it's thinking, but Elliot Yeo kicks 4 goals. But something's going on in AFL Evolution's mind, and it's just telling us that Fremantle are going to finish top 4 this year, and the Bulldogs are just going to beat out all the competition. Daniel Rioli, 27 touches. Okay. Yeah, Hayden Crochet kicks 4 goals. Very nice. I wonder if they put names there. And then round 23, I believe this should be one of the last games. Essendon beat Port by 2 points. Darcy Burn-Jones with 5 goals. Is there another game? I don't believe there is. Oh, yeah, there is. 9th versus 18th. And 9th comes out on top with Andy Otten kicking 4 goals. That's nice. Andy Otten, what a legend last year in Supercoach. Couple more games. Melbourne beat GWS in a high-scoring game. Jake Melksham kicks 4, and Sam Reid kicks 7. He played his 50th game tonight, actually, against the Cats. Another game here, Freo and Collingwood, and Freo win with Daniel Pearce having 3 goals. Jamie Elliott and James H both with 4. And now, is there any more? Okay, here we go, finals. And the Tigers do not make it somehow. This is what AFL Evolution predicts the qualifying and the elimination finals to look like. So we have the Dogs versus the Swans in the first qualifying final. In the second qualifying final, we have Dockers and Giants. And then first elimination final, we have Crows and Eagles. And finally, the second elimination final, we have Power and the Suns. Now, let's just simulate the finals. Dogs and Sydney. The Dogs come out on top, so they'll move straight to the prelims. Tom Papley kicks 4. So Dogs are straight to the prelims. I reckon they'll have a pretty good year. It's still possible, but quite unlikely looking like it. The second qualifying final, I'm pretty sure, Freo and GWS. And GWS win away from home. Tomlinson kicks 3. Canelio with 29 touches as well. Moving on to the elimination finals now. Adelaide and West Coast at Adelaide Oval. And West Coast win. So Adelaide are out. And Jack Darling kicks 6. Elliot Yeo kicks 5. And Mark LeCras kicks 4. Jesus Christ. Moving on to the final elimination final. The Power and the Suns, the Chinese teams, and the Power win. Well, the teams that will be playing in China, and it seems like a tradition. They're not actually Chinese teams. What am I on about? Pollock kicks 4, and the Suns are out of here. So let's have a look at the lineup for the semi-finals. We have the Swans and the Eagles, and the Power and the Dockers. So we'll just skip the bye. And is there another bye to skip? Oh no, we'll just go to that screen again. Sydney and West Coast, who will win and move on? It is Sydney Swans. That I could actually maybe see this happening if West Coast get a home final at Perth Stadium, because West Coast are just playing out of their minds in real life right now. We'll see if they can keep it up for the whole year. Isaac Heaney, my man, had him in Supercoach the last couple of years. He kicks 4. Supercoach, who doesn't love Supercoach? Anyway, the final semi, Freo, Port at Optus. Both WA teams made the semis, and one team moves on, and that is the Dockers in a low-scoring game. Jared Pollock kicks 2, and he's the highest scorer. Prelim finals, the winners of these move on to the granny. Swans and Giants, I could see that happening in real life. I don't know this year. I reckon it'll happen in the future. Could even get a granny between them. Bulldogs and Dockers. Who will win? First game at Etihad, and the Dockers are through to the grand final in a high-scoring game, beating out the Dogs by 7. And Tommy Sheridan 4, Darcy Tucker 4, Daniel Pearce 3 for Tucker and Pearce. What am I on about? And then for the Dogs, 4 for Caleb Daniel and 3 each for Josh Shackey and Bailey Dale. And Bailey Dale had the ball 36 times. He disposed of it. Next prelim, the Battle of the Bridge. Who do you guys reckon will win? It's at Spotless, so GWS have that slight advantage. And in a low-scoring classic, I assume this was the worst prelim final of all time. A 10-point victory to the Giants. Harry Cunningham kicked 3 goals. And we have a Giants-Dockers grand final in 2018. That's what AFL Evolution is thinking. Boys, the granny, Freo GWS, imagine the streets of Melbourne, they'd be going wild. I think this would be the least hyped grand final in Melbourne in history, in Victoria. Who's going to win? Oh god, this would be absolute scenes to see in real life one day. Freo and GWS in the grand final. And GWS win by 2 points in an absolute crazy game. Tommy Sheridan, what a year he had. 2 Adams kicking 3 for the Giants. Dylan Buckley made his debut tonight. So did Lockie Keefe. Lockie Keefe made his debut, for the Giants. And 29 and 27, both. And then Walters with 29. Tommy Sheridan kicked 3. Dylan Buckley kicked 4. Boy, oh boy, wowee. Oh, I didn't check who won the Norm Smith. I'm sorry, boys. Anyway, the 2018 season is over. Or did I use the 28? Oh, boys. No, I used the 2018. Okay, yeah, I thought I used the 2017 because I thought I saw 2017. I'm like, did I really just use the 2017 lineups? Anyway, as you can see, we used the 2018, and that is how it ended. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. It was a bit crazy. The Giants are the prediction for premiers, with the runners-up being Fremantle from AFL Evolution. hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We'll have more similar videos coming out soon, as well as a possible coach career video series. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.